Going into 2024, utilising all of Xero's efficiencies is going to help build the picture of financial mastery. Here at Ascentis, we're dedicated to helping our clients make the most of their technology, automation and processes to help them gain financial mastery within their organisation. Some of the common questions we get asked about Xero include: how do I test in a safe environment? How can we automate invoicing or billing? And how do we do more with Xero in less time? We've pulled together some of the answers and created our top tips to help you master your finances with Xero. Using the Xero demo company is the best place to test and trial processes without affecting your main financials. You can access the demo data by clicking on your company name here and searching for demo data in the change organization, or you can also find it on the My Xero page here. Once you're in the demo data, you can do anything and everything you could in your main data set, but safe in the knowledge you can experiment without any repercussion. So repeating invoices are a real easy way of automating those repetitive tasks. Take this example we've got on screen here. It's a support invoice, so it's going to happen over a fixed period, let's say 6 months in this example. And rather than raise the same invoice every 6 months, you can just raise it once here, click on your invoice options, click repeat, and it's going to raise this invoice on the same date every month. So you can either save it as draft, approve it, or approve sending, which I'm going to do in this case. You'll need to complete the due date, so I'll just put the 7th of the following month, and let's put the end date as the 31st of March. I've done that once. If we click save here, it's already set up to do all the emailing. We've got there. So we've got a repeating template saved. You can see them in the repeating tasks. It's going to tell you here when the next invoice is going to be raised and when the invoice period is going to stop. Really easy one, this one, but also very handy indeed. I'm in a profit and loss account here now. Ordinarily, if you click on that link there, it's just going to open up advertising and marketing in this case within that same tab, and it's going to lose your profit and loss account. So the quick tip here is to right mouse click on this and open this up in a new tab. That will open the analysis of advertising and marketing in the separate tab. You can do whatever you need to do in this and then close that tab down and you're back to where you are in the profit and loss account. You can also replicate that by holding on to control. It does the same thing, and clicking on that, and obviously you can do this on multiple line items, not just one at a time. So that you can open three or four tabs, have a look at what you need to have a look at, and when you're done with them, you can close them down and you'll see you're back at your profit and loss account at the end of that. Find and recode is super useful, but also super powerful. So it does come with the caveat that it's only available with the advisor role in Xero. Now you can use it really to bulk change multiple transactions for anything. That could be the contact, it could be the tax code, but primarily it's used better for bulk changing nominal codes, or in the example I'll show, changing the tracking category. So you find and recode in the advanced section. Top there, find and recode. So you've got your selection criteria here. In the example I'm going to pick, I'm going to choose all the accounts that are in nominal code. Sales, you can range this by date or other criteria. To actually make the bulk change, you just select the ones that you want to change. So I'm going to pick all these. That with a retainer, click on the recode, and in this case I'm going to change tracking categories, which is just hidden at the bottom here. So I'm going to add, that's the tracking category that's available, so I'm going to put region, and change in bulk all those to the north region, so when I'm preparing a tracked profit and loss account, they'll appear under the north section. Give that a review and it'll tell you how many lines have been changed and how many transactions. And once you've clicked confirm, you'll see a summary there of all the transactions that were changed. Publishing reports ensures you can create that snapshot of the data at the time of presentation. Obviously, you should be looking at other controls as well, such as using lock dates, so financials remain consistent. But this does provide a useful fallback. Once you've prepared a report, like I've got here, the profit and loss account, you just go down to the Save As, click As Published, and then give it the title that's necessary. So this all seems to make sense. I'll put myself rather than Ascentis here. Click Save. Once that's done, you'll find within Reports and Published here, you'll see all the reports that have been published using this function. So another useful repeating function in Xero are the repeating journals. You find them in Accounting, Advanced, and within the manual journal sections, you've got this repeating journal here. You can use this to reverse prepayments or post a set accrual that you know that's going to happen over a number of months, but you can also use it for those journals that you know you need to make each month, but you're not quite sure what the value is going to be every time. It acts as a little prompt. So I can show you that as an example. So set it up as a repeating journal, put your date that it's going to start on. I'll just go back to September so you can see some functionality here. Set the repeat pattern, and an end date is optional. Put one in this option. Now, if you save it as a draft, I'm going to use a work in progress journal. We know we need to post work in progress every month. We don't know what that value is going to be. So put your details in here. And then put your description. So I'm going to post it to work in progress. And if you just set the value as a pound, save this as a draft and save that there. What you'll see now within your repeating journals, you'll see it's set up. That's gonna trigger on the 31st of December. But within your drafts, it's got this prompt here that you need to post the work in progress journal for the last 3 months, and then when that needed posting, you would just click in that, put in the actual values, and then click post. Whenever you're preparing financial statements, there are always those people that refer to the nominal codes either by name, and there are those that refer to the nominal codes by number also. If you're one of the latter, you'll see a lot of the default reports in Xero have just got the nominal code name on them. It's very easy just to add the actual nominal code number. It's just within the options of more on all the reports, such as profit and loss, trial balance, and balance sheet, and you've got a tick box there for account codes. Update it, and you have both the nominal account number and the nominal account name on the report for you. So, as well as repeating sales invoices, you can also add repeating purchase invoices or bills to pay. That's in the business and bills to pay. And instead of just clicking on new bill here, just click on the little down arrow and you've got a new repeating bill here. Now, I guess the best scenario I've seen this is where you get vehicle leases and you get a one-page document with the next 12 months tax invoices on them. You can just attach that document here, and update details once, and then you can repeat this bill for the next 12 months or 6 months, or however you see fit. Click approve as well. Fill out all the details on this. It will create a bill that will repeat every set period that you've defined here until you end it. So a really useful feature in Xero is the inbuilt calculator. You don't need to reach for your phone or your actual calculator if you just need to add something up in any of the fields. So I'll show you as an example in a manual journal, but this can be repeated in sales invoices or bills to pay. Enter all your details. Now when it comes to any field that needs a figure in it, you just type in the maths that you want it to work through, press enter, and you've got the number there for you. A great way to automate some of the credit control functionality is to use Xero invoice reminders. So that's found in the invoice module. And there's a little section here for your invoice reminders. And this helps you set up how and when these reminders go out. So kind of the default position is 7, 14 or 21 days overdue, but you can edit each one of those. You can edit the timings, you can edit the content, or you could just delete it, and you can also add a reminder to send a little kind of touch point for when the invoice is due to be paid, rather than it being sent immediately when it becomes overdue. So in this instance, you could put an email 3 days before it's due to say, please make sure you pay this on time. Another number of other options you can have here is how to send them, and you've also got this: don't send the reminders for amounts owing for an invoice under, and you can change that to 10 or any value you want. That just helps sending or stopping sending the invoice reminders if it's only a small balance due on the account. Hidden within Xero, there are some useful and quick shortcuts you can access. So obviously you can just click the add button here, and that will enable you to create any new transactions on that list there. But also within the search function, if you click on that or just press the / you get this box here. Now rather than actually typing in what you want to search for, if you press any of the shortcut keys that are on the screen there, so if you press A, you can access all bank accounts, or B, you can access all bills or also create a new bill. C is all contacts or create new contacts, and so on with all those letters that are on the screen there for you. Looking at credit control, there is a function in Xero to add notes and expected payment dates, which will help you manage customer communications a lot easier. Within invoices module and the awaiting payments section, you've got an easy add button here for the expected date, so you can just quickly add an expected date and note here. So you can put pay on Friday's pay run, and put the expected date as Friday. Once you've saved that, that expected date will become visible here. And if you click on the actual invoice itself and scroll down to the history here, you'll see the note at the bottom that they will pay on Friday's payment run. Thanks for watching, and we hope you've learned more about Xero and all its features. If you'd like to learn more about financial mastery, get in touch with our team on the website.